Yeah, so hi everyone. Let's start this session as we have only 30 minutes for this webinar. So let's quickly get into this. And yeah, thanks everyone for coming. Few people are still not able to join due to some technical glitch. I mean, I'm not sure the password is working for me, but it is not working for few of the members. But yeah, still it's fine. I've already started recording this session, and let's start this. Okay, so agenda for today's webinar is basically in last one and a half month I've been giving a lot of interviews, and I'm trying to switch my current organization. Throughout this period I had many ups and downs, and I've been giving multiple interviews, multiple discussion with various organizations, various round for first few interviews. I've got rejected, but after that, almost each interview I've cracked, and from that experience, actually I've learned some tricks, or I've drawn some framework around it about how you should be presentable in front of in any round of interview. So basically that's the agenda, and I'll mostly talk about what the challenges I faced in first couple of interviews, and then how I prepared for those situation, and how I tackled it in the next interviews. So basically, in this session, we'll be talking about four main parts. Okay, first is I'll just quickly draw a line here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so first would be our HR call, first HR call, where you'll be discussing about, oh, what's happening first? Insert first HR call, where you'll be discussing about what's the requirement and getting the interview schedule. Second would be your technical one. Third would be the managerial, or let's say technical 2, and then after that we'll have the HR round, final HR. Okay, so this is basically the progress of any recruitment in any organization. So firstly, we'll got a call from HR saying that we'll have this requirement, and it would be really high level discussion about is your profile is aligned to what we are looking for, or is it perfect for role, that kind of stuff. Then two technicals happen, and then final HR for salary discussion and other stuff. So in first HR, most people will think like, okay, first call would be only high level call, and we just have to tell our uh, our key skills, and if it is match, then only the next round will happen. But it's not like that. For example, when you get first HR call, okay, so what you'll be discussing. Okay, so first of all, HR will tell you that he got your resume from any portal like Naukri.com or LinkedIn. So he'll give his reference, and after that, you need to talk about what are your current situations. For example, if I get a call, if HR tells me like, we have this requirement, so why don't you talk a little bit more about yourself? Okay, so your introduction, so basically your overall vibe should be, first of all, you need to introduce yourself. Don't go into too much technical details, because you're talking to HR, not any technical guy. Okay, so definitely you need to give background about what you're doing, your project, and little bit technical aspects, but not that deep. Okay, but main points you should be focusing on is your introduction and your basically the current situation. Now, what the current situation means? Are you serving notice period? Yes or no? If yes, then how much days it is remaining? What is your last day? And till when you can join our organization? Okay, that would be your key points while making the first HR call. Okay, so don't go into too much technical details. I'll write it. What you'll do, simply your intro, your project domain, and your uh, current situation. Okay, so only this point you are be Sajay. Now, most of you might be thinking like, we are not even telling our key skills. When should we tell our key skills? So after you have introduced yourself, your project, your current situation. After that, you need to ask the HR what is detailed job description. Okay, until that, do not, I repeat, do not mention your key skills or your experience much. Okay, second thing is, ask for job description. Okay, so once you ask for job description, then HR will tell you like, we have a requirement for Java developer, which is also have a little bit experience in testing side. This is just for example. Now, based on that job description, you have to adjust your past experience into the key skills of this, which will fit into this job description. For example, you're a Java developer, but you don't have anything on testing. Okay, so after asking for JD, now you got to know that this requirement is specifically Java with some kind of testing profile. So you have to modify your project. For example, your for freshers, if your BE project is, let's say, some website, and you have worked on the front end part of the website only. Okay, but now what you should tell the HR is, okay, I already have worked on the project which is based on Java, which is your requirement. Also, in some part of that project, I have worked on testing as well. So for the website testing, I was the only one who was responsible to test the website. Okay. Now for that, you can anyways read after this call. You can prepare for the particular skills. For example, testing in this case. But in current situation, you need to give indications to the HR that, okay, I'm good in Java, but I have little bit experience in testing as well. So that's why you don't mention your key skills before asking the JD. You have to mention it after. You have to adjust it basically after hearing the JD. Okay. Now once JD is clear, you have to keep one thing in mind that HR has multiple contacts. It has 50, 100, candidates who are interviewing for the same role. So if you take it lightly, they are not the one who is craving for the candidate. Okay, it's your responsibility to get highlighted. Okay, so what the third point is, you need to create indirect pressure on HR. Okay, so what do I mean by indirect pressure? So indirect pressure is basically, for example, let's say it might happen in multiple cases that you'll have first HR call, but then no interviews is getting scheduled, or you are continuously following up, calling the HR after let's say 2 or 3 days, but he's not responding. So 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 to avoid this situation, what you need to do is, in the first call itself, you have to schedule it. You have to schedule your interview through the HR. For example, you can say something like, uh, "Hey, can I request to schedule the technical round within 3 days itself? because after that I'll be on leave for 1 week maybe, and the process will get delayed. So can we just arrange it within the next 3 days? That would be one example. Second example would be, hey, can we schedule the interview tomorrow or day after tomorrow? Because in the next week, I'm going to be in the night shift and I will be not available in the daytime. So that are, some of the example which creates indirect pressure, and the HR will take your case on the first priority. So that's the third point. So first call is very important. In the first call, basically you have to prove yourself that you are perfect for this role. Second is you have to ask for JD, and then adjust your key skill. And third is getting interview scheduled by creating indirect pressure on it. And apart from this, some templated answers should be ready. For example, in first call, HR will ask you like, why are you serving notice period? So that those typical questions answer you have to be ready with. That why you are looking for change, why Java profile, why testing profile. So that answers should be you should be backed up with.